Hey guys, consider joining me on Discord. Everyone on the RC Aviation server would love to chat with you. Come join me. The link is in the description.
What's going on, YouTube? Unfortunately, my GoPro 7, the chest mount that you normally hear me talking with, is overheating, so we're going to take up the turbo timber in this big thunderstorm that's coming our way here very soon. Hopefully it skips us, but in the meantime, we're just going to take it up. I'll voice over whatever I got to voice over to get some content out here. Let's do this thing. We're going to try out the inverted Harrier with this thing. I finally got it kind of worked out for the most part, so we'll see what we can do. I think it needs laps in this wind. Back around. She's getting over those trees, and if I couldn't get the thrust to get away from it, well, we'd be screwed. And honestly, I need to stop talking because I'm going to voice over this anyway.
Inverted Harrier is not only possible with the turbo timber, it is 100% controllable, and it looks awesome. Upright Harriers, however, are very unstable, but inverted is rock solid. So let's go over how this is done, and then we'll cut to the next set of vids with the stick camera so you can see how to replicate it too. I'm sorry the GoPro overheated, but this time of year kind of sucks. Inverted Harrier is performed as it would normally be attempted. It's a tricky maneuver, and it requires precise throttle modulation to avoid causing the plane to flip upright or begin falling without enough power. Almost all of the steering in this maneuver is performed with rudder, while elevator input is held fully up. There's also an element of uncertainty to get over with flying a timber like this too. It's not purpose-built for 3D flying. The ailerons are not in the prop wash, so they become largely ineffective at low airspeeds. Without confidence in your rudder work, you can lose this model flying like this, which is why I'm going to teach you how to do it and how to train your brain to get over the anxiety response that comes from this. Rewarding experiences can be had by investing in your own skills and learning how to get through that anxiety response that you get when you do things that are unnatural or unfamiliar to you. And flying this thing the way I've been flying it is definitely not natural. It's not designed to do any of this stuff, but that it does it so well is really a testament to how good this thing is designed. And of course, having the proper servos helps too. So we're back with the turbo timber evolution, and that storm that you saw is in the middle of passing us. We only got a couple of raindrops. I flew the commander in it a little bit. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get this timber up with very little, let me go ahead and get her taxied away from Tony, with very little ground roll. We now have a timber kite. I think we have a 13x4 in here so we can get away from the wind. Let's bring her back and see how she performs in various configurations. I want to see how much lift we can generate using drooped ailerons. Oh yeah, that's making some serious lift right now. Look at that thing come in. Looks like an F-18 up there with full span flaps. As long as I don't pull the elevator too hard, it probably won't drop a wing in an asymmetric stall. A little bit of rudder work is kind of critical here. There's Crow. Cuts through the wind a lot better with Crow.
Wing mobile. Flaps up.
Golly, this is some crazy wind, man. It's been a while since we've flown in conditions like this. This is easily, I'd say, about, what would you call it? Probably 15 to 20 sustained right now. Gusting much higher than that. All right, now it's starting to slow down a little bit. Let's get back into the inverted Harrier so you guys can see what I was doing with it. It's a lot of throttle modulation to make this work, but it does work. Drop the wing and throttle out of it. Good thing I remember my directions. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys when I tell you that the anxiety response doesn't exist, but someone once said that bravery is really just the reaction to fear and overcoming it. I'm not gonna say I'm brave there, and obviously it's just flying an airplane, but knowing that you have the anxiety response and remembering what you need to do to get out of it without freaking out and losing the plane is a really important skill that you can learn by training your brain to get over that fear response that you'll normally get when you see something like that behaving so erratically. Even Tony took a step back, and I don't blame him, because nobody wants to get chopped up by a 13-inch prop running at like 10,000 to 15,000 RPM. That could easily cut one of your arteries open. But, you know, again, it's just how you react to it. If you stay in control and you just experience it and realize that you still have control of the model, you'll be okay. It is just foam after all. The worst that's gonna happen is it breaks. So if you guys haven't done inverted Harrier before, I showed you how to do it with the Extra 300, but really all there is to it with this model is just kind of modulating throttle so that the plane doesn't start to flip over itself, which is what it's trying to do right now. You gotta really be Johnny on the spot with throttle. If you see it start nosing up, you have to pull off the throttle. Otherwise, it will go down, or it'll do this. It'll flip up. And if you're comfortable hovering like I am at this point with this model, I got no problem hovering it. You can see it getting blown by the wind. I pretty much know where the directions are at all times. I've flown it enough to be able to correct for all of it. A little bit of turbulence out here is screwing with it, but it's still not out of the realm of possibility to do.
4 minutes.
So, could have picked a better day to fly, but again, if you want to fly, sometimes you got to deal with the weather. Left rudder will make the plane go to the left as it points toward you. Right rudder will make it go towards you. Should start rolling or torque rolling here if it can overcome the wind, which it cannot. So now it's kind of an unstable Harrier. Get it back into a torque roll again. There we go. The stuff this plane can do is absolutely insane. And with a 13x4, it still has the power to throttle out. See if I can make a death slide.
5 minutes.
Kind of can. I don't want to get too close. I'm less than confident that we're not going to get a crazy wind gust that's going to make this thing behave unexpectedly. Again, I like to say if I can do this, you guys can too. It's just practice. It's all it is. The more you practice, the better you get. Whoop. And sometimes even practice doesn't save you from a wing that decides to drop because of turbulence. And sometimes I forget the directions and I kind of point it at me, but then that's what Expo's for. You just correct, flip it back over, get it in the correct direction again,
Full flaps.
and you're good to go. Again, flying this on behalf of Hangar 18 Hobbies here in beautiful Cary, North Carolina. See if we can do a one-wheel takeoff. Get that started after we pass Tony so we don't accidentally run into him. I'm not that good at it. I need to practice more.
30
Now that we can
seconds.
perform inverted Harrier, let's mix it into a routine of 3D
16.5
flight.
volts.
You'd be forgiven if you thought that there wasn't any wind out here, because there isn't. It's all gone. Incredible. Like just a little while ago, it was like the craziest wind we've seen in a long time, and it's all just gone. I don't know where it went, but I'm happy it's gone because it's making it a little easier to do some of these maneuvers.
1 minute. 15.9 volts.
Just do some more knife edge passing with this thing. Getting these inverted Harriers to hovers is a lot of fun. Just try to combo some moves together, keep it in the area.
15.2 volts.
Screwing it up a little bit. Again, it's not about being perfect, it's about learning from your mistakes. I've flown this thing a ton of times and I still make mistakes with it. You're only human after all. Again, hovering this plane is not as easy as it might look. Tail touch.
14.6 volts.
Really beating the crap out of this Z120C pack. That nose is itchy, had to fix it while I'm hovering. Getting a little unstable there. Let's go ahead and bring her up and around. It's funny, I used to think this was impossible to do and just about lost it. But I used to think it was impossible to do. It's just take some practice is all.
Alignment 14.6 volts.
So let's go ahead and get ready to bring her down.
Full flaps.
Make a nice slow flat pass here. Least graceful way to land, I think, ever. And we mowed the grass too. But hey, it actually turned out really good. I'm happy with how that performed. Beautiful model. I'm happy that Harrier works with me to let me show these things off to their true potential. I know there's better pilots than me. I know you guys could watch anybody else, but it does mean a lot to me and Tony that you guys choose to watch us. And hopefully we can do even more crazy stuff with this plane in the future. But for now, we're gonna sign off and we'll see you guys again out there.